Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mods for Wednesday the 20th of November on Farming Simulator 25. We've got some new mods. Not many vehicles. I said not many vehicles. We haven't got any vehicles. We've got an implement. We've got loads of barns and buildings. But we have got new mods, which means they are now starting to filter through. Whether that's going to be daily or not, I don't know. I know Giants are working on updates and various different things for the game and all sorts. So anyway, no updates. I'm going to start with this, actually. I think probably the best thing to do. Yeah, I'm going to start with this. This is the small stationary workshop trailer. This is by Camelos0397. It is 4.35 megabytes download, 2 slots, 10,000 to buy. And I don't know if this is going to be close enough, but if we come over to here, click on our trigger, there you go, there's our lizard dragon, and we can do our repair, do our customization, whatever we want to do. It doesn't matter. A lot of people have been saying about Riverbend Springs. There is a one on Riverbend Springs, but if you want to have one at a farm or somewhere else on the map other than the main place, we've got one now, which is very cool. This you will find build mode, and then across the top to tools. There you go. The slot count on that was, what did I say it was? It wasn't very much, was it? This just said it 2. 2 comes down to 1. There's no colour options or anything. If I move over and we'll zoom in a little bit. Just looking to see if there's anything for R3. No, it just comes just like that. Workshop trigger. Nice. That's by Camelos0397. Next behind here we've got these. I'm going to be honest. I'm not raving about these. Considering, I don't know. You see for yourself. This is the debris for the farm. This is by MA7 Studio, 9.93 megabytes download. These are 3s and 4s on the slots. There are 7 of them in total. I mean, it's just a bit of stuff to have around the farm. I wasn't sure about the level of detail. Personally, I don't know. That's just, like I say, that's just me. But there are 7 objects that can be placed for debris on the farm. Again, into our build mode. This one, if we come down to that section there, and we go along to others, we start there. They're £5, euros, or dollars each. 6 and 7. There you go. That's debris for the farm by MA7 Studios. Next, we've got these, and these are representative of. This is also by MA7 Studios. Pack of decorative tiles. There are 8 in this pack. 9.43 megabytes download. These are all 2s on the slot count. And they're just tile plates. They're going to be placed down. It's interesting when I was prepping this, because, again, we've been playing, I suppose most people are, quite a lot of hours in on the game already. But as far as doing mod reviews and stuff like that, this is only the second mod review I've done. And it's interesting trying to get used to the menus and the flow for getting it sort of sorted out and run and it all working how you want it to. Back into build mode, we're still in others, and you'll see them just here. These ones are 50 each. So this one starts, I mean, this is I think this is one of the large ones. That's the one I had there. There's no options on these either for, what's the word for it? Any customization. That one's is that a little bit bigger? Maybe it's the same. When we come down to the small ones, these are a bit more used, say battered. I suppose that's the wrong way of putting it. That one there, that one there, and that one there. Fairly straightforward. Pack of decorative tiles by MA7 Studios. Next, we'll move on to this. This is the concrete ring pack. The concrete ring pack is by Weekend Farmers, Amarok 10, Bäxxter, and I think it's Taxes. I always say that. 5.58 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 meter rings. These can be used for decorative objects in the middle, whether it be a statue, whether it be a tree, whatever it might be. And then you can actually, I'm going to say that you can customize inside them, because we're having this thing about restricted access type thing, haven't we? But if we go into build mode, these were further up on here, weren't they? Just there. So if I click on that there and you look up to the menu, it says customize R3. If I press customize, then we've got the option for 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 meter. We press it again, Takes us back to 2. So whichever size you want to go for. Then you come out of that menu, and then you can move it around and place it. So you pick the size. It's the same as any of the customizations. When you go into the customize menu, pick your customization. Then on PlayStation it's circle, but you just come out of that menu, and then you are okay to move it around and place it once you've chosen your options. Now what I'm going to do is just double check. If we come down to there, let's go to... oh, we can try texturing, painting first. Let's just see out of curiosity. Oh, it doesn't seem to be giving any problem. That's a bit too big. Yeah, so we should be able to paint inside it, and there's nothing to stop us then being able to put... let's go a little bit. I went a little bit over, but that's all right. Can always tie it up on the outside, or go for a smaller circle. That would be easier, wouldn't it? And then if we come out there. Depends what length of grass you want to go for. And then put your grass inside and tree or whatever you want to do, just to touch it. Very nice. That's the concrete ring pack by Weekend Farmers, Amarok 10 and Bäxxter and Taxes. Next we've got these. This is the Placeable Hedges. This is by ModdingAssociation Katsuo. We've got a few by them today. Through 3.01 megabytes download, 2 slots, and this has a segment choice on it. So you've got the smaller, lower, medium, and larger size hedge. As you can see. So again, build mode. This one is back up to there. This one's under fences. Right there. 70 to place. What did I say for the slot count? Yeah, 2s. Starts off on 2. So what you do is you place like a normal fence, hedge, whatever it might be. So I start off and then I draw. It says, why is that not doing it? That's weird. There we go. So you drag your hedge. Now it does say switch segment type. So I can either press X now and then change it. But if I actually change segment type, you see, there you go. I can change my segment type. I'm going right on the D-pad. So I can choose my segment type, keep going with it. But if I want to, I can switch partway through. We can still do whatever angles we want to do. If I do my next section, so actually I want to have that on the larger one. Just change your segment types as you go. All good. That's how you place it. If we go out of here and we go to demolition mode, demolishing, it should light up yellow around it. And remove. Like so. Actually, I didn't show it in the advance, did I? Because I had a problem. What was it? I couldn't remove trees, I think it was. There we go. Yep. Let's check on the debris as well. Yep, can all be removed. Very nice indeed. So there we go. That was the Placeable Hedges by Modding Association Katsuo. Next we move on to these. This is the Old Sheds. This is by Agrogaatti. 12.4 megabytes download, 3s and 4s on the slots. The last 3 of these are additions that can be kind of bolted onto the side of a building. There are 9 in this pack. They're nice looking buildings. That's how I'm finding, well, I've got clear sky at the moment, how it's very different areas in the map are brighter or darker. But anyway, the level of detail I have to say is very, very great, very good on these. There's no lighting on them, but you've got that rickety style. It's not straight across the front. They've been up a while. Just going to put that away. And that's 2, 3. Nice sound effects as well. 4. I have to say, like, they're very good. The sound effects match. I like brickwork around the bottom as well. Look, it has a dimensionality to it. I like it. I like it a lot. I've lost count. Doesn't matter. I'll show you all in a minute. Now these might not fit everything in, because obviously they're old buildings, but you can get stuff in them. That's the main thing. And move over to this one. Now, as you can see here, we've got this one here, which is a corner piece this way. We've got a corner piece that way. And then we've got this section here. Now, I've put it separate, but you can place them next to each other. So, build mode and sheds is where we need to go. Up to the top, down our sheds. and we are looking for the old sheds. Now, I mentioned before when I did the last mod review that they're not showing, it doesn't say mods, and I can't remember who it was that messaged me. Someone messaged me and said, had you noticed, if you look at the Giants ones, it's one line. It says brick shed, farm barn, wherever it is. If you come to the mods, it says large storage hall with a second line underneath. That's the only indication at the moment when you've got different stuff in the mod hub, in your menus, those are the mods, which is fine. Well, I suppose, yeah, that's the only way we're going to have to deal with it, aren't we? Was it on the top? Was it here? Two old sheds. Here we go. So we start with that one, which was the one we started with just there. So that one's £6 grand. This one with the little supports in the middle is £7 grand. If we go to place one, there's no colour options. There's no option for customisation. You get them just as they are. Come back out there. This one here, 7,500. This one here is £9 grand. That one here is 18 grand. Sorry, 15 grand. Wrong one. That one there is 18 grand. We move on to the additions. 2,000, 3,000, and 3,000. If I pick one of those, for example. Now what you have to do, it does say about having toggle the snapping thing on. It's up to you how you set it, how you want to go about it. It is harder to do on console. It takes a little bit of finessing and finagling. If you have got the toggle snapping on or off for placing of the building and then of the actual additions, it does make life easier because you can get it just right. If I put that just underneath, so you can line them up. If you get them just right, they look like they're just part of the building, so you can add those additions on to the side. Lovely job. That's the old sheds by Agrogaatti. Next we've got these. This is the wooden shelter set by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice. This is 3.84 megabytes download, and there are 3s on the slot count. We've got 5 in this pack. So even though the mods, you might think, oh, there's 12 mods a day or whatever it is, when you actually then start looking into it, you've got 7s, 8s, 9s, 5s, you know. There are a few more if you take them individually. Take them anyway. Under build mode. These come straight after wooden shelter set. So 48,000 for this one here. This one here, 62,000. Then we've got 82,000. Then we've got this one here, 95,000. And then that one there is just the reverse of it, or so the flip of it. So it says there, garage to store your vehicles and tools, hall to store your bulk materials, which is this section on the end. You've got 2 concrete bits. That one has it on the left-hand end. That one has it on the right-hand end. So I haven't put one of those out. These were the same as well. Did I put down R3? I don't think I did. Let's see if we could try and place one. Look up to the menu up the top. There's nothing for R3. They come just as they are. No colour options, no solar panels, nothing like that. These ones... Did they have light switches? I could have sworn. That one hasn't got lights in it. There are quite a lot of barns and buildings today. I'm trying to remember where they were. But again, really nicely made and detailed. It's interesting actually. I did the prep last night because mods dropped fairly late yesterday. And I had commitments in the evening, so I did all the prep I could do. Came on this morning, and one of the sets, the old barn with shelter, has been removed. It wasn't in my mod hub anyway. So there's your concrete bit, and on the other one, it's at the other end. That's the only difference, really. Excellent stuff. That's the wooden shelter set by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice. Next, we've got this. I hope I've got this right. Did I do them in the right order? I think so. This is the machine barn. This is by Jornpoeft. This is 4.91 megabytes download, 10 slots. Again, back to our sheds. I think this was further up on this one. Let's have a look. There you go. There's our machine barn. The slot count on that of 10 comes down to 1 for any subsequent one you choose. Again, I didn't put R3, but I will double check just to make sure. Yep, no options or anything on that for customization. You get it just as it is. 51,500. Again, nicely made and detailed. Plenty of sheds and barns today. So this is the gap where the other one was. But obviously it's not there to install, so moving swiftly on. We've got the small bunker silo by Camelos 0397. Now that's interesting. Oh no, I need to double check this. I say whenever, I kind of tried to get into the habit of doing it. If I place bunker silos, silage clamps, I try and put something in them. What I do like on FS25 as well is how all the different textures of things have changed. That's how chaff texture and stuff now. I check for clipping. What I do like, the detail, the level of detail on it, has a nice concrete look to it, which is cool. Unfortunately, clipping. We've got the clipping of the product through the side of the walls. I think I checked on all three, yeah. Got a bit of clipping this side. But I think the third one had a thicker wall. And I didn't notice any clipping. Is there a little bit? Oh yeah, you can start see there's a tiny little bit on the floor just there. And I think if I put more in, if we went further up, maybe it would. But there was less clipping on the third one, let's just say that. So this one we go into build mode. Not sheds, but we need to go to silos. So there we go. We've got 12,500 for the smaller of them. 22,500 for this one. And then 23,000 for this one. Like I say, as far as I could tell, the only difference between the last two, that one says 6 metre by 31, that one says 6 metre by 31. I think it's just the thickness of the walls. Look at that one, quite thin. That one, a little bit thicker. Again, no colour options or anything on these, nothing for customisation. That's the small bunker silo. Did I say 7.49 megabytes download? I didn't. 3 slots, 4 slots and 5 slots respectively in size order. Next we have got, put that away, under sheds and storage. And there are 4 in this. We've got 2 sheds, 2 storages. I think I might put 1 storage out. But if we go into our, we'll go to build mode first. Yeah. So sheds and storages. This is by ModdingAssociation Katsuo. It's 8.62 megabytes download. I said 2 sheds at 4 slots. And then we've got bale and pallet storage also at 4 slots. We've got 1 bale and pallet storage at 500, 1 bale and pallet storage at 800. A lot of people have been saying about the base game bale and pallet storage is broken. For Giants, the area that you put your stuff into the bale and pallet storage on the base game version, when you try and take stuff out, it comes back into the trigger that puts it in, so it just rotates round and round and round. You can't actually get stuff out. People have been putting vehicles and machinery and equipment in that point, so that when you take stuff out, it's in the way and it puts it further away. So anyway, these work. I've tested them. I'll show you them in just a moment. Under build mode, back to sheds again. So under sheds and storages, here we have 57,500 for this one. Now it's interesting. This I couldn't. 57,500, 60,500. These were 4 slots. I couldn't tell the difference. There's going to be something. But they looked almost identical. I sort of classify it as 4 bays with the stanchions in between. That one was 4 bays. It might be a little bit taller, might be a little bit deeper. It looked almost identical. As you can see, we've got different colours on these. So if I pick one to place, I'm going to place it, swing that around. Then up the top it says R3. If we press R3 for customise, and then we've got colour options, anything on that palette at all. For example, for your colour choices. If we come into the building, I'm pretty sure the light switch was this end. No, it wasn't. Because I am. Oh, no, it is there. Just I thought, I'm sure it was down there. I'm going mad. There you go. Light switch on both of those. So that's the 2 sheds in that pack. If we come across the way, I've got one of the bale and pallet storages. As I said, 4 slots as well. One does 500, one does 800. I think I went for the 500. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember what I put down now. But it will tell me bottom right if I've got my field info screen on. Yeah, the 500. I've got 3 items in there out of 500. Does the light switch still work? Have we got a light there? We have. Shed lights on. So we can still put the shed lights on. Putting in is done here, where that icon is. And then taking out is done just over here. And you'll see. Let's go with pallet rice saplings. Look, it works. It doesn't put them back in again. Huzzah! Excellent stuff. If I do want to put them back in, just go to that trigger, boom, in they go. Job done. If we go into our build mode, these you will find under silos. So just there and just there. That's your one for 500. That's your one for 800. Exactly the same price. 57,500. The size, I think, was the same. Let's go for the one for 800. I think it was exactly the same size. Yeah, so I would... maybe it's a little bit... No, looks the same to me. Same with this. Colour options available, like so, if you want to pick them. I mean, if they're the same price and they're the same size, might as well go for the large one. Why not? So that's the Sheds and Storages by Modding Association Katsuo. Next we move on to these two. These are also by Modding Association Katsuo. I think the next two are. This is the large storage halls, 13.43 megabytes download. These are 6 slots for each, and then as you can see there are colour options by pressing R3. Build mode, we're just bouncing backwards and forwards. This is just the order they were on the Modhub. There we go. So this one here, 300,500. This one, 300,500. You can see the slight difference in design. This one's got a roller door at one end and a roller door at that end. This one has got a roller door at the end, but a roller door at the front rather than at the end. So slightly different designs of the same building, but again, when you come to place it, R3, choose your colour. Job, as they say, is a good un. We'll go into one. Overhang for storage of, I mean, that sort of thing I always think for header trailers and things like that works quite well. All bales and pallets, whatever you want. Teaching granite to suck eggs, you know what you want to do with them. Yeah, you have to go in the door first, and then you open from the inside, I think, was how it was done, wasn't it? There we go. Switch there. Open gate, and then on the wall over there, same as the other one, is your light switch socket. Turn on shed lights. Like so. Let's go back out this door. Thank you very much, sir. I think this is the last of the sheds. This is also by Modding Association Katsuo. This is the vehicle shed, 7.96 megabytes download, 7 slots, also has an R3 on it. We'll go and look at the building first. Same thing again. Go in the door, then you can do the inner door. He says, please tell me. There we go. Switch is there. Of course, it is the other way. Light switch just on the wall here. And this one's got a section around the side. Now it says vehicle shed. This is not a vehicle workshop. It just has a bump out around the back here compared to the other ones. Build mode. And this one was just there. Again, 300,500. So, I mean, I suppose it probably could have come in the same pack as that, but it's a separate mod. Like I say, pretty much the same building, just with the bump out on the side, with a colour option as well, like the other ones did. So that's all by Modding Association Katsuo. Next, we move on to this. I'm going to do a little bit of testing while we're here. The first placeable buy silo, not buy anything silo, but buy. This is the Mineral Cell Silo, MA7 Studio, 6.6 megabytes download, 2 slots. So I've made a note on this, because this will, you can buy fertilizer, seed, lime and mineral feed from this. We're going to our build mode. Actually, probably got quick to the bottom. Go across to containers. It's just there, 2,500. You can see the crops you can buy there. So lime, solid fertilizer, mineral feed and seed. So what I did was made a note. Standard in-game fertilizer 1,920 for 1,000 litres, seed 1,260 for 1,000 litres, lime is 450 for 2,000 litres, so for 1,000 litres 225. Mineral feed 1,000 for 1,050 litres, so there's a little bit of leeway. So I've got 4 trailers, each holds 4,000 litres. I'm just going to divide each by 4, or I could have multiplied the other by 4, but I'm just curious as to the price, because if it's cheaper than buying from the store, then why not? Let's start with, yeah, solid fertilizer. $11,520. That's ridiculous. So for 4,000 litres, that comes in at 2,880 for 1,000 litres. It's only 1,920 for the base game. So why would you use it? Okay. I suppose in a pinch, maybe. Don't know, that's weird. Let's go with, well, next on my list was, well, we'll do lime, it doesn't matter what was next on the list. 1,619. That comes in at 404 for 1,000 litres, or just over 404.5. It's 225 for 1,000 litres base game. So again, not sure. Next up, seed. I've just got a funny feeling it's all going to be very expensive. That's 6,479. That's 1,619.75. Base game 1,260. So again, I think we're getting a feel for this. And then finally, mineral feed. $9,504. 2,376. It's 1,000 for 1,050 litres. Oof. So, you be the judge. It's up to you if you want to use it. If you want to have somewhere on the map, if money's no object and you just want to have somewhere easier to get to rather than having to go all the way to the store to collect things, maybe it'll be the thing for you. There is no option for, what's the word I'm looking for? There are some words. Customization on that, it comes just as it is. So that's your mineral cell silo by MA7 Studio. Next we've got these. This is the Bale Storage. This is just bales. This is designed to go by the side of a field or by your farm or wherever you want to put it. I put it around the wrong way, but that's alright, don't worry. We've got 3 in this pack. It was 3, wasn't it? One at 150, one at 350, one at 800 by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice, 0.17 megabytes download, 1 slot each. The one I think I put down was the 350, was it? Yep, 350. Putting in is done here, taking out is done over here, like the bale and pallet storages. This is just open by the side. Square bale hay, for example. Press start, and look, the bales come out and stay out. Awesome. If you want to put it back in over there, and it will go back in again. Under build mode, under silos, there's our B&Ps. Oh, not B&Ps, just bales, sorry. Bale storage, that's your 150, that's your 350, that's your 800, 2,000, 2,200, 2,500. Cheap as chips for bale storage if you should be in requirement of it. Nice. That's by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice. Next we've got... where'd I put it? Here. We have a bucket. Oh no, I can't go through this. It has a collision, doesn't it? We have a bucket. Hyacinth bucket. Just here. 100 litres. 0.44 megabytes download. 1 slot. This is by Puszkap. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's double check something. Let's go into there. Start that up. Go to our final one. Why are we not tipping? Don't need much. Hop back out again. I might just tweak my settings again. I had my settings dialed in yesterday for my visuals, and then I've put it all back on. I think something's reset itself. Could be my TV screen. I'm not sure. So we should. Oh, that goes into the ground. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, there you go. I was expecting to have to tip it or something, but anyway. That's interesting. That says 100 litres, but that's saying 111. I'm not misreading it, am I? 111 litres. There you go. Of product. Drop it back down on the floor again. So, for smaller things, if you want to simulate going to feed your chickens or whatever it might be, this was found under... is it vehicles? I think it was miscellaneous. I don't think it was under buildings. Where are we? Again, menus. There we go. Category miscellaneous. Bucket on the end. Only 50. No options on this at all. It's interesting how the menu's been doing that. You'll see the same again in a moment with the next items. If you zoom right in, they're right off the bottom. They're not sitting in the middle for some reason, which is really weird. I don't know why. I suppose because it needs to leave space for the bigger vehicles. Anyway, takes pretty much everything. That's your bucket by Puszkap. Next we've got these. Representative I've got one of, but I'll show you both. This is the Lizard CSW weights. This by Redphoenix. Oh, I've missed something. I'll go back. I was just saying, I thought we had two by Redphoenix. We have. I've missed it. I'll whiz back in just a second. So here you go. Representative comes on a pallet. Once you put it onto the tractor, the pallet disappears, as do the spare weights. The spare weights are on there because they can be added on, the little suitcase weights that go on the end of the frame. So we go back into here, and we want the same category under miscellaneous, under weights. So there's our CSW 300, CSW 1500. These were, yeah, 2 slots each. So see what I mean? It's right there. I have to zoom out to so you can see them. It's very strange. Anyway, we start off 150 kilo, and we go to 300 kilos. So it takes the weights off the pallet and puts them onto the frame. We've got decal, no or yes on this one, which puts CSW 300 on it. Come out of there and go on to the next one. This one doesn't have a decal option. Again, let's zoom back out again so you can see. So you can see all of the weights there if you just go for the smallest. 600 kilo, 900 kilo, 1200 kilo or 1500 kilo. No decal options, no colour options. It comes just like that. Now what I will suggest is when you hook it up, pallet disappears. Lovely. We can raise and lower our weight. As you can see, L1, circle, raise and lower. Don't detach it like that, because if you detach it like that, it puts the pallet underground, like so. So if you want the pallet hidden, that's fine. If you want to see the pallet, you need to detach it from that position. If I press detach now, the pallet will be there and appear, which allows you then to move it around and store it somewhere out the way, add a little bit more realism to the situation. That's the Lizard CSW weights by Redphoenix. I need to go back over there. I even put a tractor there, so I don't know, I missed it. Bear with me a second. I walked right by him. Here we are. The small gravity fuel tank by Redphoenix. 6.68 megabytes download, 3 slots. There is an R3 option for customization. You can have standard red, new looking fuel tank, gravity fed, as you can see, or the rusty version that's been around a little while. These are the ones that you come to and you fill up yourself. 1,200. Sorry, no. Oh, it's 1,240. It wasn't quite at the end. I thought that's weird. Yeah, 1,240. You can go up in increments that you pay for to fill it up. However you want to go about that, that's entirely up to you. And then when you want your fuel, you pull up in front and you refuel. Nice and straightforward. I will show you in the menu just a moment. Can't remember if they were under tools or containers. I want to say containers. Fuel things usually are. There we go. Refuel. Diesel, yes please. Oh, I didn't put any in, did I? What a muppet. Let's buy that. Let's try that again, shall we? Diesel, yes please. There we go. So, under build mode. Let's go back to, I want to say containers. There you go. 4,500. The slot count of 3 comes down to 1. And then placing and rotation and that kind of... I didn't show the rotation on all of them, but there you go. That's your small gravity fuel tank by Redphoenix, which brings me on to the last of the mods for Wednesday the 20th of November. And it's this. We have the Ermo, I'm going to say Levante. It doesn't have an accent over the E's, not Levante, but Levante I think it is. By SMI modding team, 6.93 megabytes download and 6 slots. You will find this under tools and the subbest of soilers. If I can find the section. There's our subsoilers. There's our Ermo 7, because I think it's the 7 times. Slot count comes down to 1. Options on this, we can have without bar or with bar. That's it. So, unfolding. There you go. That's supposed to stop stuff spilling out further than it should do. We have got the option for L1 right stick up and down does that. So what I'm going to just double check if it makes any difference. Let's lower the cultivator. Seems to be on the ground anyway. So we are subsoiling, but it looks like a shallow cultivation look. We're getting no stones coming up. Now if I adjust that now, you notice there? So you can adjust, and when it is adjusting the tractor as well, but we can adjust our depth for a bit more added realism. So it won't matter what angle I have the other one at, I suppose. Let's just raise the whole thing up. Oh, I should put it down. Then raise the whole thing. Now if I don't think it's going to make any difference. Put that back down again. Lower the whole lot down. Yeah, it's just the height that the actual thing sits at. Oh, now that's interesting. So in that position it's not actually doing anything. So I do have to adjust it until I get to a point that it will actually do the cultivating. Oh, is that some stones? Oh, we've got some stones up. Well, there's a curious thing. So with it barely scratching the surface, and that seems to be a lot harder to pull, we're bringing up large stones, as you can see. If I lower that all the way into the ground, it wasn't. Let's see if it does it now. Oh, there you go. All these things. Oh no, hang on, we have got some small stones. Maybe it just wasn't where they were on the field. Oh, it just seems to be wherever they're coming up. No, it is bringing up small stones. It was obviously just that first section, but for whatever reason there weren't any. I didn't say what the width was, did I? I didn't write it down. That's really bad. Why did I not do that? Oh, it's 3 metre. I mean, it's a subsoiler technically cultivated. Does that count? Maybe, maybe not. Sorry, apologies for that. It was it's always that thing, isn't it? Yeah, that first section I did. Did we get any stones in it? We got any? Did we? It seems to be getting very sort of differing looks as well to our cultivation. Yeah, this whole first section. Oh, look, just there. And then from there on, I didn't get any. That caught me out. Anywho, that's the last of the mods. The Ermo Levante by SMI Modding Team. That's it for the mods for Wednesday, 20th of November. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.